Hi everyone, and welcome to the third video of Canva Crash Course. In this video, we'll go over Canva's artboard, and then I'll walk you through making a logo using Canva's templates and design elements. If you aren't familiar with Canva and you don't have an account, watch our first two videos where you can learn how to sign up for Canva and walk through the home screen navigation. If you do have an account set up, feel free to log in now and follow along. Once you've logged into Canva, you'll see your workspace home screen. Since we're going to be creating a logo today, we'll go ahead and look for the logo templates that Canva offers. We can find what we're looking for a couple of different ways. We can either search through the categories. Logo is listed in marketing as well as a few other categories. We can use the search bar and type in logo, or we can scroll down to find the logo section and click See All to see the entire selection of templates. Let's just go ahead and scroll down today and click the See All button. Today, we're going to be making a logo for a fictitious design studio called Blue Green Designs. Here's a sneak peek of it to give you an idea of what we're going to be making. We're going to browse through the different templates and find a logo that has a similar style to what we want to make. We'll go ahead and use this one here. Once you click on the logo template, you'll notice that you're on a different page now. This is what's called your artboard. Once you click on a template, you'll be directed to this page where you can edit the design, add elements, and even your own content to the artboard. Over on the left side, you have your editor side panel, or just editor panel. At the top of the editor panel, you'll see you have different categories again. The top one, templates, gives you a range of templates based on the type of content you chose. In this case, since we chose logos, you'll see a wide array of different logo templates to choose from. Below templates, you have the Uploads tab. Much like the Uploads option on your workspace screen, this allows you to upload your own image or video to put into your design. After the Uploads tab is the Photos tab. Canva has a wide variety of free images that you can use for your designs. You can either search by category for the type of photo you want, search for a specific type of photo using the search bar, or you can scroll down and see what kind of photos are trending right now. You'll notice as you hover over the photos, in the bottom right corner of the photo icon shows the word free. This just means that these photos are free to use. Otherwise, you'll see a little crown at the bottom, meaning that these photos are only available for Canva Pro users. If you do click on an image with a crown, you'll notice that it has a watermark on your artboard. If you click on Remove Watermark in the bottom right corner, you'll see a window pop up asking if you want to purchase premium elements. If you have Canva Pro, you'll have access to all of Canva's photos. If you don't, and you really like the photo, you can buy just the one image to use for your design. You can choose to purchase a single design use, meaning you can only use it for this one design, or you can choose multi-use and have the ability to use it for multiple designs. Moving on down to the Elements tab. These are Canva's selections of graphics that you can include in your design. Unlike the photos, all of these elements you see are free. To have a bigger selection of elements, you'll need Canva Pro. However, the elements that are available to you are sometimes more than enough for simple and effective designs. After Elements is Text. You can scroll through Canva's different styles of text, or you can look for a specific style in the search bar. If you want to create your own, you can choose from 3 different options at the top. You can either add a heading, add a subheading, or add a little bit of body text. All text is adjustable for color and size. Below text is videos. Canva also has a selection of videos to choose from, and you can either browse through the categories, search for a specific kind of photo, or you can scroll through and look at their different categories of videos. After videos are backgrounds. Sometimes having a white background isn't what you want, so you could come here and browse through the different kinds of backgrounds. At the top, you can choose from a solid color background or even create your own color background by selecting the new color. You can scroll down and search through the different colored and textured backgrounds, or you can search for a specific kind of background. Next, we have the Folders tab, which you don't need to worry about right now. Partly because you need Canva Pro to have access to creating folders, and partly because it's not entirely necessary unless you plan on creating a lot of designs. Below that is the More option, or the little ... These are different applications that you can connect with Canva. They have an option for Instagram, where you can connect your account and use your images. You can use Giphy to find trending GIF animations, and you can even include emojis into your designs, plus much more. Now that you're familiar with the editor panel, let's start making a logo. We have our design over on our artboard, but you'll see that our mountains have a watermark. We don't need them anyway, so let's go ahead and delete them. Click on the mountains so that it shows a blue box around it. This is called your bounding box. It shows you what elements on your artboard are being selected, and you can also adjust your element with the white circles found in the corners. Use these to expand or shrink your design. Once you've selected your mountains, hit the delete button to take it off the artboard. Let's go to our elements to see if we can find some different mountains. We'll scroll down to the rustic camping drawing category and select the mountains from there. Once you click on the mountains, you'll see it appear on your artboard. It's not quite in the right place though, so let's fix that. The mountains are already selected since we can see the bounding box around it. So let's click and drag to move the mountains off of the text below it. You'll notice as you're moving it around that there are purple lines appearing. These show you different alignments. If it's a solid purple line that extends to the end of your artboard, that means it's aligned center with the artboard. Same with the other line. If it's a dotted purple line, that means it's aligned with the content that the line is connecting with. Here we see that it's aligned to these sunbeams. We'll center it on the artboard for now, so you should see a solid purple line. Now, these mountains are nice, but in our sneak peek, we saw that we needed blue and green mountains. We can change the color of elements by clicking on the element and then going to the top left of the artboard. With this element, there's two different colors in it, so we see two different color blocks. If we click on one color block, it will bring up a selection of colors. We can create a new color, select a color from their selection, or it also shows you the other colors that are currently found on your artboard. This tan color matches this, and the brown and yellow match the mountains. Let's find a nice green color to change the brown to. Then we'll go back up to the color blocks on the artboard and select the yellow color, and we'll change that to blue. That green looks a little bit too dark, so let's select a color block to change it to a lighter green. For this one, we'll go ahead and create a new color. You can click and drag the slider to change the color, and then click and drag the color in the box to change the value of it. We'll pick a lighter green, but not too light. Now, let's change these sunbeams. The idea is nice, but not quite what we want. Let's select that and delete it. We'll go ahead and go to the elements and scroll down to monoline elements. Let's select this first circle one. It's on the artboard now, but it's a bit small. Let's use the circles in the corner of the bounding box to adjust the size. Then we're going to move it and make sure it's aligned with the center of our artboard, so you'll see the solid purple line. And we'll also want to align it with our mountains, so we'll see the dotted line. Now we have the problem of it getting in the way of our text. For this part, we're going to use the crop tool. With our element selected, we'll go to the top right of our artboard and click the crop button. The artboard will change in color a little bit to let you know that you're using the crop tool. It'll gray out a little bit. You'll see the bounding box still, but you'll also notice that our circles have changed. Now, if you click on one of these corners, it won't resize your image, but it'll cut it off where that bounding box goes. As we move it up, you'll see the rest of the element get grayed out to let us know where it will cut off the image. Let's position it right below the mountains. Once you let go, go back to the top and click Done. And voila! It's a half circle of sunbeams over our mountains. Now we'll go ahead and change the color on this too. Let's go back up to that color block and select a light blue color. You'll see now that our document colors look different from before since we've added those different colors to the artboard. But let's go ahead and pick this light blue here. All right, our mountains and sunbeams are done. Now let's change our text. Let's click on the adventurer text to select it, and then click on it again to change the text. We'll go ahead and delete the word adventurers and type in our blue-green in all caps. You can click anywhere on your artboard outside of the bounding box to stop typing in the text box. When you click on the text, you'll notice that you have more options at the top of your artboard. Up here, you can change the style of text, the size of the text, the color, whether it's bold or italic or underlined, and other effects. For now, we're going to change the style of the text. So let's click here. Now you'll see the different styles of text that you can use. Anything with a gold crown next to it requires a Canva Pro account, but we don't need any of those today. Let's scroll down and find Josephine Sands Regular and click that. It's a bit big, so we'll go ahead and adjust that. We'll change the size of it at the top of our artboard. You can select the arrow to show a drop-down selection, or you can click the numbers to write a specific size in the box. For now, let's go ahead and select the drop-down, and we'll go ahead and change the size to 28. Much better. It's a bit uneven, so we'll go ahead and make sure it's selected and click and drag to move it. There. Let's change camping now. We'll select the text and click it again to change it. Now we'll type in the word designs. The style of the text is nice, but again, it's not quite what we want. Let's select the text and change the style of it again. This time we'll use the style Allura. Click that to change the text and you'll see that it changed, but it's still a bit big. Let's make sure it's selected and change the size of it. We'll go with 48 this time. Now to change the color. So make sure it's selected, and then back up at the top, we'll click on the color block. And let's create a new color for this one. This time we're going to go find a dark green. We'll move the slider over to the green, and then we'll adjust the color in the box to find a nice dark green. We're almost done. It's looking great. For the final touches, we'll select the 20 on either side, and we'll go ahead and delete them. Let's look for some natural elements to add to our design. We'll go back to the Elements tab, and we'll scroll down to the Bright Leaves category. Let's select this yellow leaf here. It's a bit big, so we'll use our circles on the bounding box to adjust the size, and we'll click and drag to move it down near the word Designs. Perfect. Let's change the color on this too. Make sure it's selected, and let's change the yellow color. The blue works with our color scheme, so we'll keep it. We'll click on the yellow block, and we'll change it to another green. This time we'll go with this light green. Awesome. Let's add this leaf to the other side too. An easy way to do that, since we've already changed the size and color, is that we can copy and paste. Make sure the leaf is selected, and then, if you're on a Mac, hit Command-C, or if you're on a PC, hit Control-C. Now go ahead, if you're on a Mac, hit Command-V to paste, or if you're on a PC, you'll hit Control-V. Now we have two leaves. Let's move this second one onto the other side. It's there, but we want it to be symmetrical to the other one. Let's select the leaf, and then we'll go up to the top of the artboard and click on the Flip tool. This allows you to flip the element either horizontally or vertically. For this, we'll want horizontal. And there you go, our finished logo. Thanks for watching, everyone. In our next video, we'll go through how to export your design so you can start sharing it wherever you can.